Welcome back to the Florida History Blog. I'm your host, Katie. Today, we're diving into a quirky tale from Altamonte Springs, one that involves a grand hotel, a beloved horse-drawn tram, and a very audacious college prank that ended an era. Back in 1883, right here in Altamonte Springs, Boston investors built a winter resort for northern guests, their crown jewel, the Altamonte Hotel. This majestic place was set on over 1,200 acres between Lakes Orienta and Adelaide, practically at the intersection of what's now Highway 436 and Maitland Avenue. It boasted 150 rooms, private citrus groves, a golf course, tennis, boating, and even an in-house orchestra for nightly dances. Guests, often snowbirds, would arrive by train at Snowville Station, which eventually became Altamonte Springs. From the station, it was a half-mile journey to the hotel. And for that journey, the most popular way was by a narrow-gauge horse-drawn streetcar. Its original horse was named Dixie, so the vehicle lovingly became known as the Dixie Flyer. For over 40 years, it was more than just transport. It was a symbol, a trademark of the Altamonte experience, much like the monorails at Disney World today. Now, like many southern resorts, the Altamonte Hotel operated seasonally, closing in the summer and reopening each December. Fast forward to the fall of 1925. Florida was in the midst of its land boom, the roaring 20s were in full swing, and the upcoming season was set to be one of the busiest ever, with the hotel booked solid. But on November 14th, just weeks before opening, hotel staffers woke up to a shocking sight. The Dixie Flyer was gone. Imagine the sheer bewilderment. This wasn't just a horse and buggy, it was a rail-mounted streetcar. They scoured the 1/2-mile tramway, but it had vanished into thin air. Of course, a trolley doesn't just disappear. Soon, reports trickled in. The Dixie Flyer had reappeared 7 1/2 miles away, right in front of the girls' dormitory at Rollins College in Winter Park. It turns out, a mischievous, and possibly prohibition-defyingly drunk, band of male co-eds from Rollins was behind it. Sometime after midnight, this crew arrived at the hotel, hoisted the famed vehicle right off its rails, and somehow, through pushing, pulling, dragging, or maybe even towing, managed to get it over sandy and brick roads all the way to Winter Park. What a feat! And as if the epic journey wasn't enough, their night of vandalism concluded with the Flyer's complete destruction. The roof was ripped off, the seats scattered, it was beyond repair, and the historic Dixie Flyer was officially retired. I don't know if those pranksters were ever caught or punished, but I sure hope they felt a pang of guilt as they matured. For decades afterward, there was talk of recreating this iconic vehicle, even after the Altamonte Hotel itself burned down in 1953. It remained a powerful symbol of the town's legacy. But sadly, the reincarnation of the Dixie Flyer never came to be. Anyone out there up for a project? And that wraps up our fascinating, slightly mischievous dive into Altamonte's past. For more intriguing stories from the Sunshine State, make sure to visit floridahistoryblog.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.